Hey, this is Simeon from PraiseTracks.com, home of the joyful sound, and I'm so glad to be with everyone today on a beautiful Friday. It is a gorgeous Friday, and so glad to be back with you, and it's just so fun, and it's good to see all of my friends with me, and we're just double checking to make sure everything is up and running. And I see my good friend Emmanuel, and I see my good friend Ben, see all of my friends, and it's so good to be with you. And so we're just going to kind of relax and enjoy spending some time together. We're going to take a look at the latest piano from Vienna Symphonic Library, the Synchron German upright 1904. And hey man, how do you do, BF? Good to see you. It's been a while. And Yvette, good to see you. We'll just welcome everybody and give everybody a little time to settle in. And Emmanuel, man, you're such a blessing. I'm so glad to see you. And I just need a little time to just kind of settle in myself. And this is what I'm playing now, the German upright. And we're going to go into a little more detail later on, but I wanted to make sure that I try to cover as much as I can during these live streams. And so, but I didn't want to let the weekend get away, because I think June the 20th is the last day for Audio Brewers is special on Crescent. I've been working with Alejandro on this for a little while, and Crescent is an amazing accomplishment from Alejandro. He's just an amazing developer. And I've really enjoyed getting to know him over the course of the channel. And what Alejandro really focuses on is pushing these libraries into like immersive audio and that kind of thing. But Crescent is like a cello quartet that he recorded in a semicircular arrangement. And he not only recorded them like stereo, but he also did. Okay, let's see. I'm on the homepage. Let me get to the so we can see a little bit more about how he did this. So it's on intro price until June the 20th, and it's just working with different these four cello players here. It's like you've got 180 degrees, and then he recorded them in Ambisonics, so you can get 360 degrees of surround with all of this. So it's like the cello players are just kind of like all around you. So this is like a picture of the setup that he had with these four players, and it's just really beautiful what he's was able to capture with this. So we're just going to play a little bit of this and give you a taste of the sound of Crescent, and then we're going to spend a lot of time with the German upright. So thanks for hanging in there, and buckle your seatbelts, because here we go. Here we go. So you need the full version of Contact to run Crescent, and it comes in this beautiful interface like Audio Brewers loves to have a pretty much a consistent interface. And just make sure my knees aren't showing too bad. Don't want to excite anybody out there. So I've got the sustain articulations pulled up, and let's just take a quick listen to this beautiful beautiful library. Now these are all cellos. The four cellos. and it's pretty dry. It's dry because the studio was kind of tight a little bit, so it's just nice and dry. And let's see, let's go to the sustains loud. This is a little more aggressive sustains. And it's amazing the range that you can get out of these cellos. And you can see the key range. The darker blue is the recorded range, and then the lighter blue or the bluish green is the stretch. So he was able to stretch these. And Alejandro has a way of stretching these samples where they actually don't seem very stretched. So this is the flautando. And I'm going to push the dynamics up a little bit. And we've got the modulation matrix that you can adjust. And of course, we've got plenty of effects. Now this is, let's see, we don't have much reverb here. Let me just pump the reverb up just a little bit. Let's do it without any reverb. So very nice and dry. And having dry samples really allows you to place them in so many different rooms and that type of thing. Yeah, and now you can get it big. So that's a little bit of the sustains. Now, what I want to show you is one of the features of Crescent is how Alejandro was able to do a polyphonic legato, just trying to do some experiments with that. And so I'm going to just load up all the legato core that has all the different legato articulations in there. And then we can see all these sustains, con sordino, flautando, soltasto, and so on and so forth. So let's just go with sustains. And velocity controls the speed of the transitions. And I just kind of tend to play sometimes too fast, and so it's just getting used to how this responds. It's just really interesting. Yeah, you know, BF, it does sound a little Baroque, I guess, because of the small size of the cello set. You know, you've got just 4 cellos, so it just sounds more intimate and close. And I love the con sordino that just really nice. And We've got flautando. Yeah, it's just got a really unusual texture and tone to it. So, so let's just check out a couple of more things. The shorts. It's just a really interesting sound. And imagine having the ability to mix that in like surround, where you can place those different mics. So you've got the stereo mix and the spot mics where you can just have more control over that. Cello, yeah. So 4 cellos. Okay, yeah. Hey, Kyle. Yeah. So 4 cellos equal cello. So, and as someone said, if it's not Baroque, don't fix it. But thank you. So this is the shorts. I think having the smaller section just does something. It just makes it so um, so intimate, so close to you. So this is a Bartok pizzicato. Just that snap, just that attack. And we've got the spiccato. And a velocity controls the dynamics. I love those the shorts where you can really get dig into it. Now this is saltando. Just a lot of different things. And collegno. Just different places that you can, different places they're playing, you know, close to the bridge, or it just gives you so many different tones. It's really fun. And you can look at the snapshot menu, well, not the snapshot menu, but the quick load menu, and you can just see all of the different, you've just got a ton of different articulations. And let me just take us to one more, and or maybe two more. So this is the sustains free dynamics. It's just like they're just kind of doing their own thing and just kind of interacting with each other. And I found this to be really inspiring to me. And then we can add a little bit of reverb here. goodness. My goodness. You just have to play wherever it takes you. Just a very sacred sound to me. Gorgeous, wow. That's just really amazing. Really, really amazing. So he's just giving you so much here. And just, man, check out the links in the description and some of the other video demos and things, because it's just, I mean, and this is just stereo. It didn't go into even the spot mics and that type of thing, but it's a great piece of software and musical engineering. And just congratulations to my dear friend, Alejandro. Okay, so yeah, let me see. Hey, Remco, let me just check that. I'm just going to stay right here. So like the pre-reverb. So let's just see what happens with that. So I'm just going to go back here, and yeah, so it's like pre-delay. Like most of the time when you have reverb, it's like the pre-delay. So let's just take it up to about 20 milliseconds. Now let me dial it all the way out. And let me dial it all the way up, or a little bit more. You can kind of hear little reflections there. Yeah, so it just kind of helps the it's the reflections, like the pre-delay reflections and that type of thing. So it just kind of gets it. Yeah, yeah, it just pushes it out more. Let's do a little bit more. Let's just take it all the way out some more. Yeah, that's really cool. And then we can just we can just soak it up. Yeah, yeah. So we could slap it on there. Let's just put some more on there. And then you've got adjustments for the room size and that kind of thing. So you can go from this totally dry to wet, just soaking wet. Yeah, that may be a little bit too much. Yeah, so there's a fine line, where it gets too much and then you just back it off. That's one of the things that I do. I'll adjust something and I'll take it way out there. And then if it's too much, then I back it back down. And so a lot of times that just kind of gets where it needs to be. Yeah. So make sure you definitely check out the links in the description for Crescent. It's just gorgeous. And thanks for Alejandro thanks to Alejandro for allowing me to experience it and share it with you. So let's go on to the German upright. And I think Ben is still with us from VSL. And if you have any questions while we're live in the chat, Ben is just such a dear friend over the course of the time that I've been working with VSL and their libraries, just seeing things, just amazing instruments. And it's just such a pleasure for me to be able to show them to you guys. So make sure if you have any questions, just drop them in the chat. And then even afterwards, if you're just watching the replay, make sure you just leave a comment below. And let's pull this up and just get some background on the German upright. Wow. Wonderful. Here we go. So the German upright, okay, I had it there. Okay, there we go. And this is a Bechstein. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Oh man, it's my pleasure. Man, it's my pleasure. I just think it's just such a wonderful, um, wonderful opportunity, and I just so appreciate it. Let's see what we can do. Okay, John's piano library. Now, which one is that? Caneden, Kane. Yeah. So yeah, which one is that? And I'll see what I can do. I always like to try and do what we can do here. And now it's a 1904 German upright. It's a Bechstein, and it was recorded in Synchron Stage B, and which is a much smaller studio. And here we have a couple of the mics, the way that it's set in there, and so you can see the blue highlighted mics are in the standard library, and then the ones in black come in the full library. Now the full, a lot of times you could probably get by with the standard, but this is one cool thing. Let's see. Let's back here. Okay, so this is like the Decatree set, and that's in the standard library. You get the Decatree, and then for the full library, you get an additional surround left and right. So let's take a listen to that. And I'm still in the pictures. Oh, okay. So one other thing, let me show you one of the other things, because right now, for a limited time, you can get a free 30-day demo license that you can download this piano yourself. And let's see what we've got. So the Vienna Assistant, now that we've moved to the iLock, um, the Vienna Assistant actually allows you to download individual microphone positions. And so with that 30-day trial, instead of downloading everything, you can just download, like, these are like in the standard, and then down below right here are the additional surround mics in the full version. So you can just kind of select your own mics, and especially if a storage space is an issue. And I think that is a great thing that we can do now with using the Vienna Assistant, is to selectively download microphone positions. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's just dive in. Okay. Yeah, and Piano Book just hit 1,000 free libraries, and that was pretty amazing. And I think I'm going to try to do another live stream or something real soon, just kind of cover some of those, and possibly I do need to get that library from John pulled up, and maybe I can do a feature on that. So here we go. So let's pull up the beautiful 1904 German piano, German upright. I'll get it. Just relax. Everything's good. Yeah, I just think, Emmanuel, I agree with the assistant and the way that things are just moving. Oh wow. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, Ben. Yeah, see, that's why I'm so glad. He's just like that. My co-pilot, and so you can get a 30-day trial of any of the Synchron pianos. So not just the German upright, but if you had ever thought about um, experiencing one of the Synchron pianos, this is a great time, because you can get a 30-day demo of all the Synchron libraries. That is great. Um, yeah. So okay. So let's see. Let's pull this up. So it comes with a new Synchron piano player. So if you're trying this, make sure that you've got the latest Synchron piano player here. And I'm just loaded the concert Decatree, and let's just kind of see what happens here. And one thing about iLok is that you don't necessarily have to have the dongle, the key. You can actually authorize it to the iLok cloud. So if you don't have the USB key, you can authorize it to the iLok cloud, which makes it easy, makes it nice. So this is just the concert decatry, and we can look at the mix page. We've got the condenser, a little bit of mid 2 and the main and center. So this is like, okay, yeah. Okay, let's just see what we can do. We've got a little bit of room verb here, and you can always just add stuff in that effects rack there. Okay, here we go. So there's an intimacy about it, but a bigness about it at the same time. It's just, it's just like when you think of an upright, you think of a grand piano that's been turned vertically. And so you get still a bigness. It's very rich, very rich. And let's see. And we've got half pedaling, and I've got the variable sustain pedal from the VPD3, the Studio Logic. I've got that 3-pedal controller. So you can see the little sustain when I'm pressing down on the sustain pedal, how it just kind of circular instead of just going on and off. That's because that variableness is just like adjusting that. Now let me see. Eric, let me see. I'm not sure if there's compression on this. I'm not sure. I'm going to just see if it might be my output limiter. Yeah, so I'm not compressing on this end. And let's just see the mix page, what we have. So we've got we've got a little bit of a high pass filter and a room verb, but I'm not seeing any additional compression there. So maybe Ben could give us a more insight on that. So let's go to another mix preset, another microphone preset here. And let's go. Okay, so let's just do this, and then we'll go into some of these other presets over here. So the intimate, these are like concert intimate, player, pop, ambience, and then we can go there and open some more there. So this is the intimate, and let's see, we've got still the different, same mics, condensers, the mid 2 and main center here. So let's go. Okay. Yeah, so no compression there. So that's good. That's good. Okay. And I want to turn just want to turn the verb off so we can kind of hear the room, just kind of hear what's going on in the room. And you hear a little decay, but not like Synchron Stage A, where it would just go whoom, you know. Yeah, and these, you know, the more libraries, it's just like you've got to start making choices on what to get. Yeah, Udo. Yeah, I agree. It's just like they just start getting fuller and fuller, so to speak. Okay, let's go to player, and so now we've got the mid 2 mic and then the main. So this kind of helps just put it in more of the player perspective. And then pop. Yeah, so pop, this has got, it's got a brighter face, a brighter bite to it. And Secret, it's good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, for being a 1904 piano, it sounds fabulous. I mean, it's just like it doesn't sound a day over 50, you know, or 100. Oh yeah. Okay, so I see that. Thank you. So that MIDI sensitivity, so that compresses the velocity range. And so let's just put it to 0 and see what happens here. Yeah, so I can see now I can kind of get some of those softer. So let's turn that back up. Let's just turn that back up a little bit. Okay, so turning that MIDI sensitivity up, it pushes that dynamic range up a little bit. So you're not hitting those, you're hitting more of the harder dynamic range instead of, yeah, so it just kind of takes that full velocity range and kind of pushes it over a little bit. That's cool. So that gives you a more flexibility about how to get that bite out of there. Okay, yeah, see. That's fun. That's got a nice little bite to it. And then of course with the EQs and all, you get a little more, you can just get a little more out of it. Okay, so ambience, little ambience here. And you know, I like to turn the pedal noises down just a little bit, just enough so you can kind of know that they're there, but not like, you know, like they're just like taking over. So I just turn it down just a touch. See, it's still there. Now let's see what we've got going on mix-wise here. Yeah, so we don't have the close mics on. We've got more of that Decatree action happening here, which pushes it way out in that room. I think, Eric, yeah, I think that's what this MIDI sensitivity does. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. So let's go to the vintage. Yeah, so this is just a totally different scenario. Yeah, so we've got the little plate reverb here and little EQ going on here. Yeah, let's see. Here we go. have fun. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. The first thing, like I was sitting here with that and turned on that vintage, it's just like you immediately heard that just that sound. Just really cool. And then yeah, that's right. So one of the really cool things that we have is the velocity control that we can go in and not that. So we can, let's see. I know it's here. I know that it's here because I was messing with it. I was messing with it here a little bit. So dynamic range and oh man, you know what? Isn't that crazy? Okay, edit. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, so right here at the edit screen, you can adjust the velocity sensitivity some more. So, and you have the global sensitivity, and then we can just make some nodes in here to just kind of push that out some. A lot of times with this SL88, I find that that a little convex curve instead of just linear sometimes gives me a little better response on that. Yeah. So yeah, that's a great ragtime piano. But this just kind of took me back. Yeah. And then we can just always hit control. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like having that little bump in the curve instead of it just being linear, because this keyboard just has such a soft touch to it that it's just really important to be able to dial that in. Okay, so let's go into some of the other. And so what I've done here, you'll see I've got a bunch of things in the user patches. I've just taken the factory patches and just dropped the pedal noise down a little bit. But this is one of the effects patches, the ethereal, and I really like this one. You forget sometimes you're even playing an upright. So on the mix page, yeah, we've got, lots of things going on with the mics. Let's see. No, that's not what I want. I want to do this. Yeah, so we can see the drop downs. You know, when the temperature is over 100 degrees and the heat index is higher than that, you know, playing and thinking about Christmas, you know, it's not a bad thing. That's just gorgeous. The upright that doesn't sound like an upright, but sounds like something so much grander. Okay, so yeah. So the reason I went to the computer view, when OBS is capturing things, sometimes it doesn't capture like some of these pop-out windows, but we can see a little bit more detail about these EQs, how they're shaping the EQs on the different microphones, just to kind of give it a really interesting sound. Yeah, we've got some bumps there. Now let's see. Let's look at the plate reverb. So we've got just some different things here. And then we've got a stereo widener. So all of these, there's just so many effects that we can drop down, and you've got a whole list of effects in the Synchron piano player that you can insert and just go crazy with a lot of these different pianos. So you can take the pianos further than if you can take them further, much further. So let's go to some other presets. Teller of Tales. That looks neat. I like the way that patches kind of communicate to me how to play it some way. Now see, I'm going to turn that pedal release noise down just a little bit. And that's kind of a nice close thing, just like you're sitting around Now I'm going to bump this up a little bit because we want to get into some of those. We've got a couple things going on with the EQs here. And okay, so we've got a cabinet simulator here. That's kind of cool. So it just kind of sounds, you've got that a little closer here. Wow. Okay, let's go on to another preset. Wow, warp. Okay, let's see what happens with this. Yeah, we've got all kinds of crazy things. Plate reverbs and saturators and all kinds of stuff. Let's check it out. Yeah, that's... And this one kind of moves. Yeah. Yeah. So Kane, yeah. So these are huge libraries, but that's one of the cool things about having that assistant. You can download the mic positions that you think that you really want to do, and I'm telling you, I've really been impressed with CPU usage, especially on the newer versions of the Synchron player. It seems like that I'm not, because if you look at the voice counter, so let's just like 120 voices, 135, because when you're playing a new note, the sustain notes are still there, so it just you keep adding. 700. Yeah, so so I pushed, pushing it that far and running everything else is, sometimes you'll hit it, but just like that's in extreme cases. I was thinking I was getting like 900 voices going there. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. But I've really noticed a great improvement in the performance of the libraries and the player itself. It's been really wonderful. Yeah, I tell you what, Eric, it's like I don't know. Sometimes I use too many of these because it's just like it's all over the place, and sometimes less is more. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that's cool. So if even if you're playing and you get some dropped voices, if you render the track, it's going to pick all of them up. That's great. That's a great thing to know. So let's go ahead and yeah, let's go ahead and do the old radio. That's kind of fun, and that would just be perfect for that. That'd be perfect for the. Hey, you never know when your next music cue is going to call for just an old vintage radio. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Lots of fun there. Okay, stutter piano. Let's check that out. That sounds interesting to me. Yeah, so we've got some phasing and we do have a compressor on this one. Let's check it out. Man. Oh, here we go. That's unusual. Yeah. Ooh, listen to that. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. So a lot of piano libraries, they do use a lot less, hard drive space and memory. And the thing that I always say that the Vienna pianos, the Synchron pianos, they're like high definition pianos because of the crazy amount of sample layers that you have. A lot of libraries, especially some, have two, three, four velocity layers, and so that's okay. Sometimes you can get away with that sometimes, but it's like these are just in a different level with the amount of velocity layers. And I don't know if Ben knows the number of velocity layers in this, but typically it's really crazy. It's really out there. And when you think about the total number of total number of mic signals as well, then for every velocity layer, you have to multiply that. So if there was just one mic position, you'd have, just 127 velocity layers. And then if you had two mic positions, well, you double that, and then so on and so forth. So it's amazing. Yeah. So okay. So that's good to know. So like down in the lower right-hand corner, we've got 0.65 gigabytes. So almost a gigabyte in the stutter piano preset. But let's just load the concert. Let's load the concert, and that's 0.65 as well. So all of those things, they're good to know. That's good to know. So let's just keep going. Let's see what we've got. Yeah. So yes, we got that. Thank you. And I might need a refill. You just get so dry, that kind of thing. But here we go. Let's do rotator. It's just crazy, all the yeah. And so look at all this stuff here. So let's just check this out. Yeah. So 40 to 50 layers on the stage A pianos. Yeah. And the stage B pianos. The stage B pianos have 40 to 50, and the stage A has more than that. Yeah. Thanks, Ben. That's wild. I love sounds that kind of move. That's fun. It's just different. It's a different sound. Different sound. Okay, so shattered upright. And thank you. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I've got that turned off. Thank you. Thank you to my... That's great. This is the shattered upright. Hey, hey. Let's see. How are we doing out there? Yeah, I think we're doing okay. Is everything going out good out there? So. That's really a lot of fun. Okay. So let's go back to the... I really like that the ethereal preset. So let's go back and take a listen to that, and just learning how to get your way around the player here. And the cool thing is you can adjust per key, um, you know, and you can select different responses and just save those. And it's just really gives you a lot of flexibility here. Okay, so here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was Andrew that liked the ethereal. I think that's like one of my favorite. Come, thou fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy praise. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious sonnet, sung by flaming tongues above. Fix my mind, my heart rest upon it, mount of thy redeeming love. raise my Ebenezer. Here by thy great help I've come, and I hope by thy good pleasure safely to arrive at home. Jesus sought me when a stranger, when I was wandering far from God. He to rescue me from danger interposed his precious blood. Wow. Wow. Oh, to grace, how great a debtor daily I'm constrained to be. Let thy goodness, like a fetter, bind my wandering heart to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it. Prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, Lord. Take and seal it. Seal it for your courts above. Here's my heart, Lord. Take and seal it. Seal it for your courts above. Wow. I think that's one of my favorite hymns. Thank you. You know, these are always such, I'm just as surprised as you guys are from watching. And I think that's why I just love doing this so much, because I love to just get drawn in by the music, by the instrument. It's just such a joy. It's such a joy. Well, we could be here another hour or two, just worshiping, I guess, and enjoying this time together, and it's just a joy. So thanks for joining me today. And Ben, as always, man, you're such a blessing. Thank you. And Vienna Symphonic Library has been such a blessing. And it's a joy for me to be able to share their work with you and share the music and just share this fellowship and this time together. So this is Simeon from PraiseTracks.com. And until next time, make sure you subscribe and click on notifications, do all that good stuff. And I want to thank you for the great support from all of you. It just really is encouraging. And so until next time, this is Simeon saying, stay joyful. And I look forward to seeing you next time.